Hello student, today our topic is again relation. In my last class, I have told you some relation such as reflexive, symmetric, transitive, equivalence relation and equivalence class. Today again I am going to give you some idea about these topics: reflexive, symmetric, transitive, equivalence relation and equivalence class. And after that I will solve two questions or three questions of the exercise 1.1. See here. Here is a set A. Its element is 1, 2, 3. So can you find A cross A? क्या आप A cross A निकाल सकते हैं? What is the meaning of A cross A? A cross A means each element of A is associated with every element of A. So you can make the diagram like this. Here is a set A and its element is 1, 2, 3. And again take a set A and its element is also 1, 2, 3. So first element of A is associated with all element of A. And in second diagram, here again you take A and again show it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So second element of A is again associated with all elements of A. And third is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So third element of A is again associated with all elements of A. So from here we can calculate the value of A cross A. From here we can write A cross A will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. From here 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. And after that 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And here 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And last is your 3, 1, 3, 2 and 3, 3. So here will be 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. And after that I am trying to give you the knowledge of these relations. So first I have shown here is a relation R1 and its element is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And check this relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive or equivalence relation. What are these relations? Why it is called relation? First you check that. Why R1 is called relation? R1 is called relation because it is subset of A cross A. R1 को हम रिलेशन कहेंगे. क्यों कहेंगे रिलेशन? क्योंकि R1 जो है A क्रॉस A का सबसेट है. So elements of R1 will be here 1, 1, here is 2, 2 and here is 3, 3. So check here. Here 1, 1 belongs to R1, 1 belongs to R1, 2, 2 belongs to R1, 3, 3 belongs to R1. So as per property of reflexive relation, R1 is reflexive. So you can say that here R1 is reflexive. Reflexive. Why? Because 1, 1 belongs to R1, 2, 2 belongs to R1 and 3, 3 also belongs to R1. So you can say all the elements of set A associated with set A also belong to R1. So we can say R1 is reflexive. Here then check it is symmetric or transitive or not. So for symmetry, here for property of symmetry is if AB belongs to R, this implies BA must belong to R. But here in this set R1 it is not given. AB is not given, so need to check it. If this holds, then this we have to check. If it is not given, then we. So here you can say here reflexive property, symmetric also holds. Symmetric also holds. And for transitive property, AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R. This implies AC belongs to R. AC belongs to R. Here AB is not given, BC is not given, so no need to calculate AC. So you can also say that if in the relation it is not given, that means this hold. So here you can also say that here it is transitive property. Here transitive property hold. And if transitive property hold, we can say that R1 is an equivalence relation. R1 is equivalence relation. Because it holds reflexive, transitive and also symmetric property. It holds reflexive, symmetric and transitive property. Transitive property. So that means we can say that R1 is equivalence relation. A relation is said to be equivalence relation if it holds reflexive, symmetric and also transitive property. So I have shown that if we prepare a relation, so we can check that the given relation is hold reflexive, symmetric or transitive property or not. After that, I am going to prepare another example. See here, I am preparing another example. Here is R2. And if we add here two elements, 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 1 2 and 2 1. 1 2 and 2 1. And again going to find here reflexive, symmetric or transitive property hold or not. So see here again this property R2 is reflexive. Why? Because 1 1 is here, 2 2 is here, 3 3 here. So you can say 1 1 hold to R2, 2 2 hold to R2, 3 3 hold to R2. This means this R2 is a reflexive property. So R2 is reflexive. And symmetric property, it is also given that here. In next is here, please check here. Here second is symmetric. Second is your symmetric. For symmetric property, symmetric, you can say 1 2 belongs to R1, 1 2 belongs to R2. This implies 2 1 also belongs to R2. 1 2 R2 में है और 2 1 भी R2 में है. So we can say that R2 is symmetric. Symmetric property also hold. And last is your third is transitive property. Transitive property. For transitive property, here 1 2 belongs to R2 and 2 1 belongs to R2. और इसका जो सेकेंड एलिमेंट है वो इसके फर्स्ट एलिमेंट के बराबर है. Second element of 1 2 is 2 and say first element of 2 1 is 2. So that means we can say that this implies 1 1 belongs to R2. 1 1 को R2 को होना चाहिए. Here 1 1 is also in R2. That means transitive property also hold. So if transitive property hold, so we can say this implies R2 is transitive. R2 is transitive. So here you have seen that R2 is here reflexive, here R2 is symmetric, here R2 is transitive. That means R2 is an equivalence relation. So you can say that R2 is an equivalence relation. And after that you have to find, can you calculate equivalence class or not? Here you can say R2 is an equivalence relation. So you may calculate that what is the equivalence class of this. As this is an equivalence relation, R2 is an equivalence relation, you have shown that R2 is an equivalence relation, then calculate what is the equivalence class of 1. Equivalence class of 1. This is written equivalence class of 1. Equivalence class of 1 means you have to check among these which term is related to 1 when 1 is in second term. See here 1 is second term, here 1 is second term. So it is related with which term? Here is 1 and here is 2. So equivalence class of 1 is 1 2 and after that equivalence class of 2. Equivalence class of 2. Check here. 2 may be second term. Here second term 2. Here second term 2. So it is related with 2. Here is 2. Here is 1. 2 1. Arrange it. So this is again 1. After equivalence class of 3. Equivalence class of 3. Second element must be 3. So this is your 3. So this is your 3. Equivalence class of 3 is 3. So this here is two partitions. First is 1, 2 and second is 3. This is your P1. Partition offset. This is your P1 and here is your P2. So P1 and P2 is given. In question P1 and P2 are given. So you can also find the value of R2 from these two. Why? How? See here. Write 1, 2 below this and also write 3 below this. And this can be written as, you can write here. This is your 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. And from 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. 2, 1, 2, 2. And 3, 3. 3, 3. So you watch this whole. This is same as R2. This is equal to R2. Check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can also see here that if partition is made, we can also calculate the value of R2. And here you have also know how you calculate the equivalence class of 1, equivalence class of 2 and equivalence class of 3. So student, I hope from my last class, I have also give you some idea about these relations, and also today I will give you some idea how you can calculate reflexive, symmetric, transitive, equivalence relation and equivalence class. I am also going to provide you another example. So see here, another example is here is an example R3 and R3 is equal to, this is your 1, 2, 1, 3 and 3, 1. Here is a relation 1, 3 and 3 are 1. And we have to check it is reflexive, symmetric, transitive or not. First we check for reflexive. For reflexive, here 1, 1 is not present. Reflexive means every element of A is associated with itself. If you get any of the elements which is not present in the relation, so we can say it is not satisfy the property. So here you can say here 1, 1 does not belong to R3. So this implies R3 is not reflexive. Not reflexive. R3 is not reflexive. Again, for symmetric, check here 1, 3 belongs to R3 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 also belongs to R3. Here 1, 3 also belongs to R3 and 3, 1 also belongs to R3. So that means symmetric property satisfied. So you can say this implies R3 is symmetric. R3 is symmetric. And after that, for transitivity, here 1, 3 belongs to R3 and 3, 1 belongs to R3. So second element is here 3 and here second element is also, first element is also 3. So 1, 3 belongs to R3 and 3, 1 belongs to R3. That means 1, 1 should also belong to R3. But 1, 1 is not present here. So we can say that this implies R3 is not transitive. Not transitive. So this is an example of R3 is not reflective, not transitive, but symmetric. This example shows you that R3 is symmetric. R3 is symmetric, but neither reflexive nor transitive. इसका मतलब यह है बच्चों कि यहाँ जो हमने R3 रिलेशन बनाया है, ये ना तो ये सिमेट्रिक है लेकिन रिफ्लेक्सिव और ट्रांजिटिव नहीं है। अगर हम इसको रिफ्लेक्सिव और ट्रांजिटिव बनाना चाहें तो क्या करेंगे? Sir, again see another example. Suppose I have made another example R4 and here we have add here 1, 1. Here I have add here R4 is another. So what we are seeing here? So for R4, again see here 1, 1 does not belong to R4. That means R4 is not reflexive. Here 1, 3 belongs to R4 and 3, 1 belongs to R4. This implies R4 is symmetric. 1 3 बिलोंग टू 1 3 R4 का एलिमेंट है, 3 1 R4 का एलिमेंट है, इसका मतलब है R4 जो है क्या है, सिमेट्रिक है। आफ्टर दैट 1 3 बिलोंग टू R4, 3 1 बिलोंग टू R4, दिस इंप्लाइज R4 and it belong to R4, so 1 1 also belong to R4, 1 1, so here from here you can say इसका दूसरा सेकेंड एलिमेंट इसका फर्स्ट एलिमेंट सेम है, दैट मींस 1 1 इसके अंदर होना चाहिए, 1 1 भी यहाँ पर दिया गया है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, R4 is transitive, R4 is transitive, that means we can say that this R4 satisfies all these three properties of relation. So we can say that here R4 is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If a relation hold all the three properties of relation, that is, it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, this type of relation is called equivalence relation. So here you can say here R4 is equivalence, here R4 is not, R4 is not reflexive, so we can say that here R4 is not reflexive, correct, here R4 is not reflexive, but transitive, but symmetric and transitive, so equivalence relation does not hold here. यहाँ पर जो आपने R4 बनाया, चेक कीजिए, यहाँ 1 1 नहीं है, 2 2 नहीं है, 3 3 नहीं है, इसका मतलब ये रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है, 1 3 है, 3 1 है, इसका मतलब ये सिमेट्रिक है, और इसका जो सेकेंड एलिमेंट है वो इसके सेकेंड एलिमेंट के बराबर है, और इसको अगर हम हटाएंगे तो 1 1 बचेगा, 1 1 यहाँ उपस्थित है, इसका मतलब ये ट्रांजिटिव है। तो ये जो रिलेशन आपने बनाया ये रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है, लेकिन ये सिमेट्रिक और ट्रांजिटिव दोनों प्रॉपर्टी को होल्ड कर रहा है। सो दिस रिलेशन इज नॉट रिफ्लेक्सिव but symmetric and also transitive. So in examination you will ask a question that you have to show the relation which is reflexive but neither symmetric nor transitive. So as per demand of the question you can produce or you can prepare the relation. Here R4 is not reflexive but it is symmetric and also transitive.
Start.
Exercise, come to exercise 1.1. Question number first relation R in the set A is given. Question number first A is equal to 1 2 3 4 up to 13 14. These are the elements of the set. Relation is also given. R is equal to x y such that 3x minus y is equal to 0. So what are the elements of A R? What are the here elements of A R? If you put here x is equal to 1, so what is the element of value? Here y must be equal to, solving it, you will get y must be equal to 3x. So if x is equal to 1, y must be equal to 3. Again, if x is equal to 2, y must be equal to 3 into 2. 3 into 2, 6. And x is equal to 3, y must be equal to 9. X is equal to 4, y must be equal to 12. And x is equal to 5, y must be equal to 15, which is not in this set. So your elements of R will be like this: 1 3, 2 6, 3 9, 4 12. Watch here. These elements y will be 3 times of x. Y का वैल्यू x के वैल्यू का 3 गुना होगा. And after that we check this relation is hold reflexive, symmetric, transitive property or not. Here, so check here. Here elements of set are 1 1 2 2 3 3. So here you can say that 1 1 does not belong to R. That means what we can say, that this relation is not reflexive. 1 3 belongs to R, but 3 1 is not here. That means this relation is not symmetric. again 1 3, and here this second term is related to this. So here 1 9 is not here. That means this relation is not transitive. So you can say this is a relation R which is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. So you can say here, right here, R is not reflexive, not reflexive. R is not reflexive. Second, 1 3 belongs to R, but 3 1 does not belong to R. So we can say R is not symmetric. R is not symmetric. What is yours? 1 3 belongs to R and 3 9 belongs to R. This implies 1 9 does not belong to R. So R is not transitive. So we have checked that here first step R is not symmetric, second step R is not first step R is not reflexive, second step R is not symmetric, and third step R is not transitive. So here we can calculate that here relation R is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. So any of the relation, reflexive, symmetric or transitive, if a relation does not hold, so it may not be equivalence relation. So you can say here R is not an equivalence relation. Here R is not equivalence relation. Here R is not equivalence relation. किसी भी इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन चेक करने के लिए अगर रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक, ट्रांजिटिव में से एक भी प्रॉपर्टी सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो, इसका मतलब वो रिलेशन जो होगा वो इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन नहीं होगा. एंड आफ्टर दैट यू कम टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 ऑफ क्वेश्चन एक्सरसाइज 1.1 क्वेश्चन नंबर फर्स्ट का तीसरा. हियर A is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 and relation is also written as xy y is divisible by x, xy y is divisible by x. So what is the elements of R is equal to, first element is y को x से डिविजिबल होना चाहिए. तो पहला एलिमेंट क्या होगा 1 1, दूसरा 2 2, तीसरा 3 3, चौथा 4 4, पांचवा 5 5, छठा 6 6. अब 1 और किसको डिवाइड कर सकता है? सो 1 1 था तो 1 2 भी होगा, 1 3 भी होगा, 1 3 को भी डिवाइड कर सकता है, 1 4 को भी डिवाइड करेगा, 1 5 भी होगा, 1 6 भी होगा. 1 कैन डिवाइड 6 आल्सो. एंड आफ्टर दैट 2 किसको डिवाइड कर सकता है? 2 1 को नहीं डिवाइड कर सकता है. 2 2 इज ऑलरेडी हियर. अब यहाँ पर 2 4 को डिवाइड कर सकता है, 2 6 को डिवाइड कर सकता है, 2 4 को डिवाइड कर सकता है और वहां से 2 6 को डिवाइड कर सकता है. इसके बाद 3 कैन डिवाइड 6, 3 6. 4 कैन डिवाइड नो एलिमेंट, 5 will be also only केवल 5 को डिवाइड कर सकता है, 6 जो होगा केवल 6 को डिवाइड कर सकता है. So this is the relation we can make using this. And after that here we have to check that this relation is follow reflexive, symmetric or transitive property or not. First property is reflexive. For reflexive, see here in the set A it is given 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means in the relation 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6 must hold. So check here, 1 1 is here, 2 2 is here, 3 3 is here, 4 4 is here, 5 5 is here and 6 6 is also here. So each element of 1 is related to itself in the relation. So we can say that this R is reflexive. So you can say here 1 1 belongs to R, 2 2 belongs to R, 3 3 belongs to R, 4 4 belongs to R, 5 5 belongs to R, 6 6 belongs to R. So we can say that this implies what we can say that? We can say that R is reflexive. R is reflexive. And after that, second we have to check that it is symmetric or not. It is follow symmetric property or not. For symmetric property, again see here 1 2 is here, 1 2 is here. So 2 1 must be present in the relation, but 2 1 is not here. Check here. 2 1 is hold or not? 2 1 is not here. 1 2 belongs to R, but 2 1 does not belong to R. If any of the element does not follow the property, that means this whole relation does not follow the property. So you can say that here R is not symmetric. Here R is not symmetric. Third property is transitive. Third property is transitive. For transitive, check here. Here 1 2, 1 3, not same 1 3 and 3 6. इसका सेकेंड एलिमेंट और यहाँ फर्स्ट एलिमेंट बराबर है, तो 1 6 को यहाँ होना चाहिए. 1 6 यहाँ पर है. After that 1 2 and here is 2 6. So 2 6 2 2 same 1 6 को होना चाहिए. 1 6 भी है. 1 2 2 4. 2 इसका सेकेंड एलिमेंट, इसका सेकेंड एलिमेंट. 1 4 को होना चाहिए. 1 4 भी है. And after that 1 2 1 3 1 2 करेक्ट है. 1 3 भी करेक्ट है. So you can say that here 1 2 belongs to R and 2 4 belongs to R implies 1 4 belongs to R. Similarly, you can say that 1 3 belongs to R and 3 6 belongs to R implies 1 6 belongs to R. So what we can say that? We can say that R is transitive. R is transitive. So here you can say that, or you can calculate that R is reflexive, symmetric, reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. Here you can say that this relation is hold reflexive property, transitive property, but not symmetric property. So you can say we can calculate R is reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. So we have solved third question of exercise 1.1. Here is two questions of exercise 1.1 for your homework. Third question and fifth question. Third question is check whether the relations are defined in the set. Set is also given. Set is here given. Set A is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 and R is equal to AB. B is equal to A plus 1 is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. You have to check that. First you put the value of A is 1, so B must be equal to 2. So similarly you first prepare all the relation R. Relation R you should prepare and check that this relation is follow symmetric, reflexive or transitive property or not. Second, check whether the relation R in R. Here see here in the book. This R is written by the bold R. So that means this is your real number. So whether the relation R in R, this R is real number defined by R equal to AB, A less than equal to BQ is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. So you will prove it by taking the example. You put any value of A, any value of B or check that reflexive, symmetric or property hold or not. See here, this is your real number. So number must be positive, negative or also fraction form. So if you suppose here I am taking here A is equal to 1 by 2. I have taken here A is equal to 1 by 2. So in IB property 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 for reflexive. But condition will be 1 less than equal to BQ. So here 1 by 2 less than equal to 1 by 2Q. That means 1 by 2 less than equal to 1 by 8. It is true or false? You can say it is false, sir. That means reflexive property does not hold. So similarly you can take value of A and value of B and prove that reflexive, symmetric or transitive property hold or not. If for any of the example it does not hold, so this does not satisfy. You have to find any value of A or B for which this relation fail or this relation does not hold reflexive, symmetric or transitive property. So you do it for your homework, and I hope you are very clear about the reflexive, symmetric and transitive property, and in coming class you will also helpful for me that you can also solve maximum problem based on this topic. Thank you.